Hello and welcome everyone to the Charles M. Finley Recreation Center, where today new franchise is taking on Pennsbury in the Philadelphia Alumni League. Strapped in for a good one here. Wearing number 7 in white, Prescott. He'll win the first tip-off. These two teams stack up very well against each other. It's great to be here. Great to have you in here tonight. My name's Ryan Cuney, joined by my co-host Jaden Torres. And we're just excited to watch some high-level basketball here in North Philadelphia.
Yeah, definitely. Pennsbury actually seems to be one of the heavy favorites for the championship in the Alumni League, and new franchises seem to go in and try in for a playoff spot, so both teams are fighting for something heavy.
Reputation, playoffs, a lot of stakes on the line here. Chet Jordan pulled the first three of the day. Okolo the other way. That one not going to fall. 0 for 1 is both teams from beyond the arc.
I would like to see Pennsbury's defensive strategy for both of these big men, Prescott and Mike Debye, right?
Yep.
So hope to see what strategy they get in early on.
3-ball nailed by Gary Goldman. He got one more again. He's got 2 for 2. Goes Goldman.
Timeout early.
Yeah, they're going to stop the momentum, especially with
Goldman.
Just one substitute. Gary Goldman, a flamethrower early on. He's hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, actually the Alumni League did a power ranking of the best players, and Gary Goldman was voted the #1 best player in the Alumni League.
Certainly get that reputation when you're pulling 3 balls at that high of a clip. Certainly not afraid to shoot them. And that is all the importance here in the Alumni League, especially when scoring can be kind of hot and cold. Defensive teams tend to do well in the Alumni League.
Yeah.
But it's great to have someone like Gary Goldman who can give you that instant offense when all is going poorly. So he'll be a huge asset for Pennsbury.
Yeah.
As Keith Farmer possesses across the half-court line. He drives inside with the left hand. He gets the finish. Farmer, another weapon. This on the side of new franchise. Deep 3 on the way. Pure! Gary Goldman.
Starting the game on fire, which we saw him pregame. He was one of the players shooting constantly during the pregame.
They're going to say one of his threes was a deep 2, so 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. And 1 for 1 on field goals. That 3-ball no good. Goldman on the rebound. He's pushing the pace up and over. Alley-oop unsuccessful.
To Will G.
Yeah, Will Gregoritis on the other end. Here's Farmer. Nice possession inside, but shot off the front of the rim from Darian Prescott. Here's a shot from the corner. That one's good. Okolo is pointing to Goldman. And you can do it, I can do it too. 11-2 the score in the early goings here. Chet Jordan kicks it over to Farmer. Farmer wide open 3. Just off the mark. Jordan there for the rebound. Nunley inside, his first shot of the night. Gonna roll off the front. Transition game finds its way to Goldman for the 3-ball in the corner. His first miss of the night. Farmer correct, pointing. Possession to new franchise. Now Farmer's gonna take himself to the baseline, shot up. No good. Scoring's kind of slowed down here. As Goldman works to Okolo in the corner. Okolo.
Air ball.
That time it's way long on the air ball. Prescott was calling for it in transition. He'll get it now a little late. Put up the mid-range. Short off the front of the rim.
Yeah, it seems like Prescott is trying to find his...
And your scoring drought. With an and one opportunity, Keith Farmer's going to be sent to the line.
Yeah, that's where Farmer lives. He lives in the paint, mid-range area. That's where his most of his shots come from, and most of his made shots actually come from.
He's a facilitator, works well, taking opportunities in the paint. He drills his free throw. It's a three-point play now. Will G, pump fake, worked inside, left-hand finish off the backboard. It's good. Decisive maneuver. Gregoritis. Dabby checks into the game, number 10 in white. Gives a distinct height advantage, but that ball is deflected off the hand of Brian Okolo. Possession stays with New Franchise.
We got subs for Pennsbury right now.
And I see Joey Bieneme coming into the game as a shot not going to go in time as Mike Dabby traveled. He disagrees vehemently.
We got a replay.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay if he did travel or not. It was tight. Here's a three ball. That one's short.
Seems to be 2 jumps that Dubai did that caused travel.
Will Nunley pushed it up to Chet Jordan, who was blocked in transition. But a foul going to be called on the floor, so Jordan now to inbound. He goes for the fade ball to Farmer. Success now. Farmer jump shot inside. Looked a little awkward there, but possession will stay. That's Will Gregoritis disagreeing on the baseline.
We can see right here that it seems to be off Farmer actually on the replay that we have.
But the protesting from Gregoritis, not worth anything, is that floater in the mid-range put up and good.
We have a tech warning on Dubai for talking to the ref saying, you better call that foul, ref, and boom, right there, just for a tech warning.
Tension certainly starting to become a factor here early on. 2:30 to play in the first quarter. 15-7 the score. Gregoritis for 3. That one's nailed.
Pennsbury's living deep from the deep 3 right now.
The energy's starting to pick up in the gym as Chet Jordan is working against Okolo. Farmer's wide open in the corner.
It's not the best three-point shooter, maybe he's thinking.
Kicked out to Farmer. He steps back. What are they going to get him for? I'm going to say traveled, I think.
I don't see the travel at all right here. Yeah.
On some jump stops, little hesitation move.
No, I don't see the travel at all.
Well, here's an alley-oop to Will G. Will G puts that one through, expanding the lead to 13 now for Pennsbury. Some work to do for Chet Jordan as he kicks it over to Farmer. Farmer works inside. That's where his strengths are. Draws a foul. He'll be sent to the line. Take a look at the replay now.
Yeah. See Farmer going right in and all the contact by being enemy. Yeah.
Oh, and the conversation from Mike Dabby
and he seems
has warranted a stoppage of play.
They told him to get out the game. He might have got ejected early on for attack.
And with the short bench, is not something that can be done. I think they're just saying, hey, he's got to get away from the play and cool off a little bit before I throw him out.
Yeah.
So a timeout's going to be called by New Franchise, especially with only 5 players. They can't afford to lose anyone. We're going to take a break right here. There's a minute to play now in the first quarter. It's 20-7, Pennsbury with the lead. We'll be right back here on the Sports Fanbase Network in just a moment. back here at Charles M. Finley Recreation Center. New franchise retakes the floor, noticeably without number 10, Mike Dabby. So they're playing with 4 players right now on the Keith Farmer foul shots. We will wonder if that'll remain the case as play continues.
Yeah.
Dabby conversing with his head coach down in the corner.
Which seems that believe that it's Luke Underwood checking in the game. He was going to be he seemed to be the assistant coach of the team, and now stepping in for the new franchise.
And he'll be rocking number 2 in white, so 5-on-5 it'll stay. Dabby remaining in the corner. Okolo's got it. 3-ball up. 3-ball's good. That'll cut through the tension for Pennsbury as a 3 is drained from Okolo. Yeah. Now it's Nunley working against him. Pushed inside to Prescott. Prescott an easy floater for Greg G.
Yeah. Well, Pennsbury noticing that that Luke Underwood is stumbling down the court and seems to be injured, so they're going to take advantage of that. Beyond
being injured, he's wearing Crocs. So not a whole lot to be done there, and that ball was trying to be worked over to Okolo on the wing. He touched it last, went out of bounds. 15 and running here in the first quarter. Yeah. Chet Jordan now back out to Nunley. He's got 7 to work. He gives it up. 5 to play here for Okolo. He'll get it inside, worked back out, maybe a little bit too fancy as Farmer will get the last shot. Good if it goes, not this time. So a chaotic ending there to this first quarter. Finds Mike Dabby on the bench. It finds number 2, Luke Underwood in Crocs. A couple of exchanged missed shots here, but nonetheless, it's 23-10 as we head into the second quarter here at the Finley Rec Center. You're watching the Sports Fan Base Network in the Alumni League. Coming up next. We are back now for the start of the second quarter. 9 minutes on the clock. Number 10 checked back into the game for new franchise. Mike Dabby has taken his rest. And Luke Underwood, number 2, no longer wearing a jersey. Looks like he's just the emergency replacement player. But play is back underway. As Pennsbury possesses. Wide open, down low, dunked by Greg G.
Will G.
Oh, Will G, my bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Wills, there's a lot of Gregs.
Yeah, in this league it's a little repetitive with names. It's confusing.
Keith Farmer, that's a unique one. Can't get the bounce. And Joy Bien Aime with the rebound. Shot up, shot no good from Brian Gross. Kicked over to the wing, back to Gross. Looks like Will G is in some discomfort on the baseline. And blocked by Farmer, hyper athletic play. Will G is still down on the baseline.
Oh.
Worked the other way. Nunley's got a bucket. Timeout finally called for an injured player. Hopefully it's nothing serious as he is in a lot of discomfort there on the far side baseline.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's grabbing right now, but
initially I thought he might have caught one in the family jewels, but now he's down for a really long time and his team gathering around him.
Yeah, it seems to be grabbing his face, sort of. Maybe he got hit there.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay Oh, this is Nunley's bucket after his first points of the day.
Yeah, weird sequence right here, but hopefully Will G can come back.
Yeah, here we see this is the block by Farmer. Really nice play,
Yeah,
but
he's
even
just-
back then,
yeah, he got injured way before.
yeah, Will G was on the baseline a long time ago. So we'll cut to break as he's still on the ground. Hopefully play can resume shortly, but 8 minutes to play here in the Alumni League game, News franchise against Pennsbury, 25-12 the score. We'll step aside for a moment. We're back here, Pennsbury in possession. We just saw Will Gregoritis head off into the bathroom locker room area. Here's a 3-ball underway as play resumes. That one's good by Brian Gross. Jaden, what do we think happened there on the injury?
I have no idea, honestly. It seems that he might have just gotten hit while going up for a block or a rebound type of play, playing some defense, and I couldn't tell if he got hit in the face or he was walking off, grabbing his hip as well when he went to the locker room.
Well, if he's grabbing his hip, that's a tough indication. Maybe fell hard on it. Potential bruise there, but we're not going to speculate too much more as plays back. Gross off the inbound. He's got a nice touch bucket. Farmer, new franchise, down 17, looking to respond here. They need every effort, including from Mike Dabby. He works inside. He'll get the bounce that time.
Yeah. He needs to put his focus on the actual basketball game and more instead of trying to talk more to the refs and everything, and not get himself ejected this game.
It's a very true point. Biename, mid-range shot, silky smooth. Farmer once again working as he kicks it back. That 3-ball no good. Rebound goes to Dabby. Dabby's going to be fouled on the ground. So we'll head out to the sideline for an inbound here. Farmer possesses.
Yeah. They're seeming to targeting that Mike Dabby mismatch with Gross right there.
And they're trying to exploit his passion for the game as Chet Jordan drills a 3. Certainly necessary to get them back in this game. Now they're down 14 with 6 to play in the half. Goldman's got it outside the 3-point arc. Now it's Isaiah Mason. Pinpoint accuracy on the feed inside. Kicked out to the corner. Mid-range shot up. No good. Darian Prescott with the rebound. Chet Jordan now working with it. Nunley calling for the ball. Farmer for 3. Way short. Brian Gross on the board. You mentioned it earlier. Keith Farmer is efficient inside, but not so much from beyond the arc. Goldman, he is the other way.
Yeah, Goldman's an all-around player right here.
His mid-range shot, you said it, that one's good from the foul line. He had 2 threes early to really set the tone for Pennsbury. Farmer's pass knocked off the leg of Goldman.
Yeah, Goldman's all over the court right now, playing defense, scoring for Pennsbury.
Nunley Very physical inside. He can't finish. Fighting for his own rebound. He's going to get it. At a whistle. Sounded like the shot clock went off, but
it's a new possession.
Shouldn't have been. They're going to call a foul, I believe. Yeah. Foul on the ground on the rebound as Nunley was fighting for it. Not the tallest guy even on his own team, but he is certainly a physical threat. Here's a three on the way. That one off the front and back of the rim, no good.
Yeah, that seems to be the story of new franchises scoring today, just in and out or rolling off the rim.
That was a 2-ball, I believe, from Brian Gross.
Yeah, 2.
We're playing these light blue arcs on the floor. His foot was just a step inside. Farmer to Jordan. Jordan inside. Nice move. Nice finish. Silky smooth from Chet Jordan. Finds its way back to Gross. And they're going to get him with a travel. It's the turnover that new franchise needed.
Yeah, it's starting to come back.
Yeah, they're trying to fight their way back.
Barely. Nope, you can't see it right here.
There's a little out of frame. An efficient work there from new franchise to get a quick bucket. Back down to 14.
Goldman from deep 3.
Yeah, that one looked pure. Right off his hand. Now he's going to be in coasting mode. See if he can keep this lead separated. Chet Jordan been working hard today. Skip pass to Farmer. Farmer in the corner against Okolo. Okolo's going to win that matchup.
Yeah, it appears that they're leaving Farmer open for the 3 for he can pass it, or his teammates can pass it to him and then just go contest him right there.
Brian Gross now. A little up and under. Smooth work. Sales. A gross move from Brian Gross. It's too easy.
No.
Had to take it.
Yeah.
Farmer to Jordan. Jordan for 3. Just off the mark. Okolo on the rebound. Working the half-court game. Finds Gross. Gross sets up. He shoots. He scores. Brian Gross feeling it right now. Extending this lead to 22 for Pennsbury. Timeout going to be called on the floor.
See the just wide open 3, all net right there. That's all you can ask for Pennsbury to extend his lead.
So, Jaden, is there anything that new franchise can change up that they can do differently to really limit the attack of Pennsbury? Or are they just going to be overwhelmed all night?
They're overwhelmed right now, but I'd say switch your defensive scheme, right? Try to get more down the court. That's the struggle with having 2 big men on the court as well. You have 2 slower guys trying to get down the court, and Pennsbury's quick, so they get down the court fast. So they need to find a strategy. It might switch to offensive because they have both their big men obviously in the paint, but maybe one goes in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, if they switch to a zone or something, it could be something they can move into, especially only with 5 or 6 guys. Could conserve energy, but Goldman is shooting at such a high clip from the outside in addition to Brian Okolo.
And then Gross is nothing to go against, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's dangerous to set up in a zone against a really hot 3-point shooting team. Hoping we could see Prescott get active here. But really hard fought is Brian Gross forcing the turnover. Okolo setting up beyond the 3-point arc over to Goldman. Goldman, short. Frustration from Isaiah Mason as they head back down the court. Chet Jordan working to Dabby. Farmer can't hang on. One-on-one on the other end. Farmer's going to slow down the attack. Okolo's on the floor. No foul call, but possession will stay. Getting to important moments now as Gary Goldman's three is just off the mark. Jordan with the rebound. He'll be chased by Okolo. Able to run him out for the coast-to-coast bucket. Prince working outside the arc. Okolo for three. Okolo banks home.
Nunley right there just played the best defense he could possibly play, and still nothing could stop that.
Goldman in transition, a steal. He'll set up for a three, no good. Nunley and Farmer there to corral the rebound. Farmer in transition, ditch it off to Prescott. Prescott for the jam.
Yeah. There we go. Could switch up a whole groove whole momentum right there for a dunk.
No doubt about it. Especially getting everyone involved. Everyone touched the ball on that offensive possession. Prescott now working on the defensive end. Isaiah Mason possessing. Mason to his right. Prescott beats it.
Farmer with the block.
That was huge now as Mike Dabby's in defense. Three ball from Okolo. Prescott bats it around. Shot clock expires. Or I apologize, that was the half expiring. So a lot of work to be done now for New Franchise. 46-25. It's a cataclysmic start to their day. We'll take a quick break here for the half. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we'll be right back for the second half of Pennsbury versus New Franchise here on the Sports Fan Base Network. We welcome you back in to Charles M. Finley Recreation Center, where we've got a second half to present for you. It's an interesting one, as the score is 46-25. Pennsbury leads it. That came off of Gary Goldman starting strong. Brian Gross has been hot as of late. Will Gregoritis left the game early on.
But he's back now.
He is back. checked into this game. Glad to see him doing all right. We'll start as we began the first half, and that's with the Gary Goldman 3.
Yeah, I don't know if you see it. Will G didn't even look around. He was like, he just knew it was going in and start celebrating on the way down.
Working the post game to Dabby. They've got to get that going. Dabby just can't get his finishes, but kicked out. 3 ball up on the way. Prescott there to save the day. That's what they need to get working. They have the height advantage. Okolo guarded by Prescott. Speaking of the height advantage there.
Oh,
Gregoritis to Okolo.
Keeping on that height advantage, same thing.
Blocked by Prescott with authority.
We're seeing the height advantage played right here, but I believe that's what Hill of the Fun Sox was. He was coaching at halftime for the new franchise, and believe that was what he was telling them, just pointing at them like, you have the 2 tallest guys on the court, utilize them.
Yep, without a doubt. That's a great point there, Jaden. Chet Jordan now worked it over to Nunley in the corner. Farmer, top of the key. Farmer puts one up, just a little short. Fighting for it in winning is Greg G. Goldman's open in transition. Mason's not going to take it. Yenaime over to Mason. Mason in between the 2 3-point arcs. The blue one is the one that matters. Okolo working the baseline. Back out to Mason. Mason for 3. Brutal roll. Jordan to Farmer. Farmer lays it up nicely. Momentum starting to swing back.
Yeah, he wanted to go for the slam. You could tell right there.
Yeah, he was trying to get up there, and Keith Farmer certainly athletic enough to do so. Isaiah Mason, long 2, short. Keith Farmer tried to work it inside to Prescott. It was stolen. Here's Goldman, 1-on-2 opportunity, knocked away by Nunley. Nice play there to potentially save 2 points. Nunley swats it away, but they'll go right back at Greg G. Turnover. Farmer over to the wing. 3, no good. Nunley on the rebound. He puts it right back up. No good. Will G in transition. Easy layup. He'll give a little point to the camera. Chet Jordan down to Dabby. Jordan calls for it right back. He gets it. He cannot buy one to go, but again, Prescott there on the assist.
Jordan needs one of those. He's been shooting all day. I believe hasn't made one yet.
Prescott defending on the baseline. Okolo now inside, tries behind the back. Pennsbury's getting a little too fancy here. Still up 22 with 5:30 to play in the 3rd quarter.
You got way more game to play. They can't give up now. New franchise is going to come back if they keep playing around.
Yeah, they're a good enough team to mount that comeback. Very athletic, got a lot of height. 3 ball on the way, still no good. Chet Jordan can't buy a bucket. Yenaime. That would have been a brutal one for Chet Jordan to feel if he saw that one fall. But he's got it again. Let's see if he takes it. He'll slice inside this time. Off the front of the rim, no good.
Can't get it to go again. He did it earlier in the game as Goldman just...
Goldman can't miss from beyond the arc. He's been bookending each quarter with a 3. Now we're going to see the post game a little bit from Dabby. Farmer calls for it in the paint. Instead, skip pass to Nunley. Nunley jump cut, swatted by Goldman. Loose ball. Finds its way to Farmer. Farmer with his own putback. Finally. Now Goldman wide open to Will G. G, a little hook shot with the left hand. Silky smooth.
He has his speed over Prescott right there.
And nice feed inside to Prescott, but Yenaime is there to swat it away. Possession stays with franchise. Tell you what, this Pennsbury team, as we look at this replay, definitely swatted away cleanly number 17, Bien Aime. Dabby's feeling all kinds of pressure. He'll put one up and is fouled, but this Pennsbury team, they're rocking the old Sixers uniforms, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they kind of play like a couple of old guys from the 90s. It's silky smooth, a lot of pass-first offense, pure shooting, fundamental defense.
Yeah. And then you have the star of the team, which was AI back then, and right now it seems to be Goldman.
Yep, no doubt about it.
I think we might have a replay right now.
Yeah, they're going to challenge the foul call, so the officials will come over as our producer, Vartan Sarkisian, works to get the replay up. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure what they're challenging here. That foul against Mike Dabby, I mean, that seemed pretty clear and obvious to me, Jaden.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, most definitely. It's just three guys on him, right? And his arm got dragged down either way, so somebody dragged it down.
I guess you could be concerned about who the foul is going to be called on, but now the officials, with the proper equipment to review this play, we'll see what their decision will be. This pause on the court comes 58-30. Foul's going to be standing. It's going to go against Brian Gross. I mean, I think they got that right. Pretty clear and obvious. He was hacked and assaulted. We'll take a look at the replay.
Yeah, there it is right there. You just pull right away, slap. You just see the arm go down. The refs are going to call that 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And especially when a guy puts his hands right up immediately, it says, hey, I didn't do the thing that I definitely did. I mean, that almost never helps.
Yeah.
Big 2 free throws on the way for Mike Dabby. His first one just off the mark a little bit. 58-33 the score, 3:33 to play here in the third quarter. A lot of threes rolling around.
Oh, yeah. Which, Goldman's been carrying a lot of threes on him.
0 for 2 goes Mike Dabby, but luckily Nunley's there to scoop up the board. Farmer for his own 3. That one's good.
3 for number 3 right there.
And timely 3 from Keith Farmer. Like I said, a lot of threes rolling around. Ryan Gross works it down the baseline. 3 ball up in response from Goldman. That won't fall. Farmer's going to try his luck again. He's got it. That could be massive if number 3 in white, Keith Farmer, starts to heat up. Gregoritis, he got Prescott in the air, and he got a nice finish over number 7. Keith Farmer possessing on the wing, works it inside to Nunley. Here's a 3 on the way. That one's pure. Chet Jordan
finally gets one.
Yeah, it seemed like forever. As Prescott's getting some coaching advice here from the sideline.
Yeah, that's Fun Sox Hill again coaching him.
Flip behind the back to Goldman. He's got some great chemistry with Gregoritis.
Yeah, no, I mean, these guys have been playing together for a while now, so they got all the chemistry they need.
Goldman's 3 is way off the mark. That one's rare. He's going to call for his own sub. Okolo to take his spot. Not really missing a lot in three-point production as Okolo steps onto the floor. He certainly is an asset beyond the arc. 18-point deficit as that ball falls through the hands of Mike Dabby, but they're going to say that it was last touched by Pennsbury. Possession stays with franchise.
Questionable call right there for the refs.
Mike Dabby from the mid-range. He's got that one. Slowly inching their way back.
For a comeback. The lead is only to 16 right now.
It's a game of runs here in the Alumni League. Okolo looking to suppress it off the front of the rim. Jordan works it to Prescott. Prescott just loses control, but he'll be called with a foul before it fell out of bounds. Foul on the ground. So we see Chet Jordan inbound.
Yeah. Probably just a block and foul for Prince right there.
3 on the way from Jordan. That one's a little long. Back off the mark. Jaime works it back out to Prince. Prince on the baseline to the corner. Here's Gross. And 1.
Yeah.
Masterful shooting, Brian Gross.
Farmer's calling that a 2 right there. I can't see the light blue with the sunlight right there.
And they did, in fact, credit him with the 2. It is tough to see down in that corner whether or not. According to the official scoreboard, it is 62-44, so that is a 2-point shot. It's just 7 seconds to work, and a foul going to be called that sent Chet Jordan to the ground. It looked like maybe a bit of strategy there. Prince, you could hear him saying as he walked off the court to Okolo, great foul.
Yeah,
Not going to allow an offensive possession or a last shot for New Franchise.
Yeah, they allow a running clock right there in the Alumni League unless we're in the 4th quarter with the final 2 minutes.
And we've got just 9 minutes left to play now. 62-44 is the score to end the 3rd quarter. So coming right up next is the 4th quarter of the Alumni League here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Right back to the action as Pennsbury retakes the court. Will Nunley to inbound to Farmer. Whole lot of work to be done. It's an 18-point game with just 9 minutes to play.
I mean, they made a comeback though. Small comeback. They're getting some buckets together right there as the foul's called, but New Franchise switching the strategy up, getting the lead down to 16. It's 18 right now, but they could easily get it back down and can potentially come back in this game.
Yeah, the momentum started to switch as they started to feed it more towards the big men in the paint, really stopped pulling the threes. Also helps that Keith Farmer, who's at the line now and just drilled his first, hit 2 threes back to back. He started to heat up a little bit. 1 for 2 he goes on free throws.
What also helps is that Chet Jordan finally got a 3 ball down.
That is true. He's not been very efficient tonight as Will Grigaitis works on the wing, puts up a 3. That one's good, extending the lead to 20.
That's a momentum killer right there.
Farmer looking to respond. To his right hand, works inside. He's stuffed by 2. Rebuttal points by Mike Dabby. Falls through nicely. Now it's worked out to the corner. Isaiah Mason is taking on Nunley. Bien-Aime. His 3, pure. Bien-Aime, number 17 in black. It's been quiet today, but knocking through a pure 3. Farmer on the feed from Jordan into Prescott. That's what they've been missing all day long. Feeds off to Prescott in the low post.
Yeah, gets it down to 19.
Bien-Aime, mid-range. Nice shot. He's starting to come alive here. 21 now, the difference. It's headed in the wrong direction for New Franchise. Nunley inside the 3-point arc. To Dabby. Can't get the finish. Second chance points, all good.
And New Franchise is playing a back and forth game right now. They can't do that. They need to play, just get all straight buckets right now, and they can't allow any scores right here.
It's a good point, but Biennaime gonna deny that request with a nice floater over the big man, Darian Prescott. Heath Farmer working to his left. He's inside, off the glass. Silky smooth finish. That's what he's been trying to work towards all day. Brian Gross looking to respond off of one move. It's Biennaime inside to Will G.
Just a nice pass right there. Backwards bounce pass.
Jordan picks up his dribble outside the three-point arc. He'll put it up. He'll rattle it home. Finally, starting to feel it a little bit. Biennaime responding. He's got Farmer in his face on the wing, so he'll kick it out to Will Gregoritis. Gregoritis for three, just a bit long. Jordan rebound. Here's Farmer, that one's a three. Just a bit long and knocked into the hands of Brian Gross.
Big man trying to fight for it right there.
In transition is Will G, and he'll get the finish. He's having a really nice day, especially coming back from injury. A foul is going to be called against Darian Prescott there. He was working against Brian Gross. Gross able to draw the offensive foul as tempers start to flare here on the New Franchise end. That ball falling out of bounds, out of the hands of Prince. Hope's starting to dwindle now for New Franchise. The deficit is 20. Jordan thought about a deep three for a second. He'll pull into the mid-range instead, little one-footer. Will G with the rebound. Behind the back to Okolo for three, yeah! They have not stopped shooting this Pennsbury squad.
Yeah, anytime New Franchise had a dream of coming back and started to come back right there, Pennsbury would come back with like 3 threes to answer and just squander their comeback dreams for now.
Okolo again. This time he'll feed it off to Mason. Mason and one. That's nice ball movement in the transition game from Pennsbury. It's going to give Isaiah Mason a spot at the line and a chance for a three-point play. Timeout now going to be called by New Franchise. The score is 86-51 with just 3:25 to play. The conclusion of this game coming up next on the Sports Fan Base Network. We're back here for Isaiah Mason's free throw on an and one opportunity. Nice ball movement in the transition game. He will cash in. 82-56 the score. Chet Jordan possessing. Farmer's got it now, working on the baseline. They're going to call a travel before the shot. That is backbreaking. Let's take a look at the replay to verify.
Uh, I, I guess I'm no travel expert, but I didn't see any travels right there.
Goldman was looking for the alley-oop. Didn't have the hops for it. Instead, he'll put up a three from the corner, fading into it.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, his foot was on the line. I wasn't quite able to hear the whistle through my headset. But with just 2:30 left to play, Farmer's trying to slice through traffic. Chet Jordan off the pump fake will put up a mid-range. Prescott, the putback points. He'll be fouled and sent to the line. The demeanor's not looking great for New Franchise, as they know with this running clock, a comeback is all but impossible. But hey, crazier things have happened.
I mean,
Not going to count anybody out officially.
Yeah, but it's a, 25-point lead right now, 2 minutes left?
Yep.
Yeah, usually.
Usually that about seals it.
Yeah, they're calling the game, actually.
All right, yep.
So,
Well, they had less confidence than I did, I suppose. But that's going to do it. We're going to interview a player of the game. Who do you think?
honestly, Will G.
I think Will G coming back from injury.
Come back from injury and then just showing off in the second half.
Hey, I'm all about it. So we'll grab Will G and we'll come back during the break. But coming up next in our Alumni League doubleheader, the New Jersey Raptors are taking on the Del Val Reapers. But stay right here on the Sports Fanbase Network for that sideline interview coming up next. And we're back here at the Sideline Report with Will Gregoris. Will, how did you power through that injury and come back here in the second half?
Yeah, I got hurt a little bit in the first, had to take a breather. I don't know, took 5 minutes, went to the bathroom, checked it out, came back in and it was all good, so everything was good down there.
I'm glad to hear everything was all right and wasn't a serious injury. How does it feel to extend with a huge blowout win here late in the Alumni League season?
Yeah, we're starting to get hot, starting to find our groove, find our chemistry, so I think we're hitting our stride right around playoffs. Guys are playing good, and hopefully we can keep it up.
All right, great. Thank you, Will. Have a good one. Ryan, have a good one. Thanks, guys. So we'll take a quick break here on the Sports Fanbase Network. Coming right up is the Del Val Reapers taking on the New Jersey Raptors.